Hello, first grade friends. How are you? Hey, nice job on telling me what you would do with bark. If you were covered with bark, if you had bark, some people said they would use it like a plate to eat their food off of. Good idea. Some people said if they were covered with bark, they would use it for protection because the outer bark protects the tree. Good job. Some people said they would use it like a boat to float down a river or go rescue someone who is stranded on an island. You are so creative. First graders, you are awesome. I love your creativity. Friends, trees are so special. Oh, I love this big Osage orange tree behind my house. Look at that thick bark. Bark protects the tree. Hey, there's other ways that trees protect themselves too. Have you heard of trees that have thorns or spikes on them? Let me show you some trees that have thorns and spikes, and let's think about how trees use those thorns or spikes to help protect themselves. Let's try it. Here's a young Osage orange tree. When a tree is young, just a little sapling, it doesn't have real thick bark. The bark is fairly thin. So this tree, when it's young, has something special to protect it. Look at those spikes or thorns on the branches of this tree. Ouch, they are very, very sharp. So these thorns or spikes or spines help protect this tree when it's young. Now when the tree gets older, it doesn't really have the thorns or spikes on it anymore. It doesn't really need it because the bark is thick enough to protect the tree. Wow, look at those. There are several trees that have thorns, spines, or spikes on them. We'll take a look at a couple more. Yummy. I bet a lot of animals would like to eat the crab apples on this tree. But wait a minute. This tree has a special defense. Look at the size of the thorns on this crabapple tree. Crabapples and hawthorn trees have very long thorns, which are very, very sharp. This helps protect the tree and protect the fruit. Animals trying to climb the tree would get poked. Smaller shrubs and other plants can have thorns too. Check out the sharp, pokey little thorns on raspberry plants. The thorns help protect the plant and protect the tasty raspberries. Animals trying to get to the raspberries or eating the leaves would get poked by those little thorns. Nice job, raspberry plant. This rose plant has a pokey structure called a prickle. It serves the same function as a thorn, and it pokes animals that are trying to eat it. Plants are amazing. They have a lot of ways to survive. Some plants, like this poison ivy, have chemical defenses. In the leaves, there's a toxic substance that causes animals to develop an itchy rash, so most animals leave it alone. Boys and girls, now watch the video with Jesse and think about more ways that plants have weapons of defense to protect themselves. Then complete the student response. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. Have fun, friends.